run when you hear that. I said,
Run when you hear that. Better run when you hear that. I said,
run when you hear that. I said, better run. I said, run when you hear that. Run when you hear that. Better run. I said, run when you hear that. 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 Hey.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Chew the Fat. Bruce Foster here. Tonight I have Fraser Lowe on the show as my guest, who's going to talk about this new app that he has just launched and seems to be gaining a bit of traction. And I'm keen to find out what he has to say about it. And then we'll do our usual roundup check-ins and whatever else makes us rock and roll every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. So tonight, obviously, we've got some catching up to do, racing happening at the weekend here in Queensland and also in New Zealand. And Yamaha have just launched their range for 2027 as well. We'll touch on that a bit as well. We'll touch on the rec groups as well. And just some general news and stuff as well. So let me dial up Fraser and let's get him on and see what he's saying. Give me a second. Hopefully he's sitting waiting. Give him a buzz. Hopefully. Probably, my luck, this will probably not work. Checked it earlier on, did all the usual checks. When it comes to D-Day, it doesn't want to do it. What is going on again? Did this earlier on when I checked. I did it with my wife, called her, no problem. Called my son, no problem. Now I try it when I need it most with Fraser and nothing. Now let's see. Try it again. My, oh my, oh my. This is unbelievable. Well, carry on. Good evening, Dave. Hope you're doing well. What is happening? La la la. Come on. Link up. This is horrendous. I get nothing. Nothing. I've got a blank screen. Not even taking me through to the next stage. Let's see if I can get him on a voice call. I didn't even look like I can get that either. I wonder if he's set up for receiving a call. This is not going anywhere, is it? Dear, dear, dear. Right, let's try again. Nah. Oh, this is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I just saw that, Dion. Evening, sir. I have been thinking about that. Dave, I speak English every week. That's unbelievable. No need for that. That's a bit uncalled for. Sorry, I'm just messaging Fraser here. Let's see. Unbelievable. Let me show you what I've got. Okay. There. That should be the setup for Fraser, but there's nothing in it. So I don't know. Through Messenger, yes. I wonder if I can, I don't know if I can do it through Zoom, but I can try. It's going to take a bit of setting up though. Fraser, let me try. Right, let me set this up. So I hope everybody's been having a good week while I try and set this up. Got to log in, that's the only thing. Try a video call, Fraser. You try video call me and see if that maybe gets through. It might work. Give it a bash and see. I've got something. Now, you hear me answer that, but it's just... It's not real. Unbelievable. Oh, dear. Right, I've got something. Hold the bus. Here we go. All right. Please. Oh, oh, oh. We might have it now. Here we go. Hey!
Going, legend?
Woo!
How you going, mate?
I'm not bad yourself. Thank God you were able to do that. I don't know what it is. It's almost like you're trying to establish a gateway, so to speak.
Can you
I
see
don't know.
me? Because I can't see you.
No, you won't see me because
Yeah.
for some reason I can't use the video on a FaceTime call because it causes a problem with the live stream.
Right. Okay.
I don't know
That's all
exactly
good.
how that happens, but it has happened. That's why I just eradicate it. So when the stream goes out, I'll be on the actual stream with you,
Yeah.
but I'm not in the call with you.
Right. Too easy. That's all good, man. That's sweet.
All right, Fraser. You've been making a bit of a name for yourself in the last few weeks.
I have been trying.
Been trying. That's the whole idea. Listen, I think if people check out this app that you've got, I think they're going to be pleasantly surprised. I will admit, I've looked at it from the outside. I haven't looked at the nuts and bolts of it.
Yeah.
But from what I'm hearing about it, it's pretty on point. First of all, before we continue about the app,
Yeah.
tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
So my name's Fraser, guys. I've been living on the Gold Coast for about 5 years. And for about 4 of those years, I've been running tours out of like jet ski tours. So I started at GOCoast Water Sports. That was a while ago now. And yeah, I've just been riding jet skis sort of all week, every day for the past 4 years, pretty much.
Right. And in
I work at,
between, and in
yeah,
between that, what have you been doing? Have you been you've been
I'm
studying or?
yeah studying uni. So I'm doing business and double degree between business and entrepreneurial transformation at Bond. That's what it's called. So a little
Okay.
double degree there. Yeah.
Okay. So what is that? 3 courses you've been studying, or is that a
Yeah, so no,
combined
just the
one?
so double degree. So that's just the two, and then yeah, have work on the side for running jet ski tours.
Bloody hell! Good
That's good
God!
fun.
I was going to say you can't be having much time to yourself.
Oh, I don't, man, but getting out on the water and stuff like that's good enough for me.
Good on you. Where did the idea for the app come from then?
Yeah, pretty much work as well, sort of thing. Just noticing there was no real way to connect with, like, you had Facebook groups, of course. You have other GPS recording like apps like Relive,
Yep.
Strava, and things like that as well. But yeah, I just kind of thought to myself, why is there no real combination of all the two? So yeah, sort of pursued that over time, got a little bit carried away with it, just kept building and building, and then yeah, it got to where it is now.
Over the course of when you originally came up with the initial idea of it,
Yeah.
how long did it take you to get to the basics of it?
It's taken me about 6 months now to get to the point I'm at now.
Right.
I've just, yeah, building from like a pretty base level. The app started as just like a trip planner. So it had none of the community side, none of the GPS like recording side of things.
Right.
Yeah, it was just pretty much plan sort of where you want to go. And now you can actually see where you should go.
So what for those that have never seen this app, um, it's not just available for Australia, is it?
We just announced that, yeah, it's available international now. Unfortunately, we did put the update out yesterday, and there has been a big glitch where you can't actually log in. I'm getting it sorted, so it should be done by either 10 o'clock tonight or 10 o'clock in the morning
In the
tomorrow.
morning. Yep.
Yeah, that'll be out
So if
and
I'm
really.
so for example, if I'm in the UK, if I'm a rider in the UK, can I access this app in on the Apple account?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So pretty much how I've done it is, you know how like in Facebook Marketplace,
Yep.
you can change your region and sort of just like select where you want to see, like what you want to see, sort of thing.
Yep.
Yeah, it's sort of like that. You just point your like little GPS pin of where you want to see, like which region you want to see,
Wow.
within a certain radius, and yeah, you see that those people sort of trip in that area.
Now
Easily.
the app didn't start as that, did it? It was just Queensland, wasn't it?
Yeah, it just started as Queensland. I only did that recently. Just decided to, just because I was getting a fair few messages, just requesting it sort of to become international. Yeah, I originally just started it in the Gold Coast, just as a baseline, super
Yep.
small sort of thing, and then did 6 different other regions. I did the Whitsundays, Sydney, did Perth as well, and Sunshine Coast and Brisbane.
Right.
So
Okay.
they were my core little regions, and yeah, now I've just decided to go all in and sort of do it everywhere.
Global. Global.
Global, I know.
Well done.
So we
That's awesome.
only do, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I
Like
just thought of an efficient way to do it.
without
So
giving away numbers, what sort of response have you had on it?
pretty good response. I haven't really pushed many campaigns super hard
Is it
yet.
enough? Is it enough to buy the Lamborghini yet?
Not yet, not yet. We'll get
Not
there
yet,
one
but
day.
you're getting there.
Get there one day. Yeah, we've had some good numbers. Good numbers of downloads. We're just trying to see a little bit more activity on the app. Right now, we're getting the downloads, but people aren't really using it.
Right.
Yeah, we just want you guys to get out there and actually start showing us what you're getting up to, where you're going, and stuff like that.
The thing is, as well, Fraser, the great thing for you is with people using it, it also sorts out potential glitches and problems and issues at your end if that you are not probably aware of yourself
100%.
because
Yeah.
you've only been used to using it yourself. Whereas if other people start using it and then it suddenly starts to show some things that are maybe not quite right, or the things that are working well, then that's good for you, good for the app, and it's basically good for the consumer that's using it. So,
Yeah, for sure. It's also good for content because as soon as people start using it, I can start
yep.
showing other people what else other people are doing as well.
Well, you'll have test models and you can basically demonstrate it to people who have never used it before. So,
Yeah.
what apart from the travel planner, on it,
Yeah.
and there's maps on it as well.
Yeah.
What's the other features to the app?
So you have the whole community side of connecting, messaging, just following, posting stories, doing all this sort of stuff you do on Instagram
Yep.
and Facebook. Then we also have the marketplace, so you can sell your boat, sell your jet ski, sell your life jackets, whatever. But the one thing we've really honed down on the most is sort of safety features. Just because there's no real, like, people don't know, they first get a jet ski, they get their license, so they're just kind of sent off with that. So I've had a few meetings with other people who've just kind of decided that we, yeah, want to crack down on sort of on safety as much as we can.
So what does that entail then? Numbers to the
Yeah.
VMR and
Yeah. So
maritime
we have the
safety and that?
SOS. It's an SOS mode. So there's one SOS mode that like shows you your GPS location with coordinates, gives you the numbers for VMR, police, and Queensland Marine Rescue. So that's also international. So it'll change with whatever region
Yep.
you're in.
Yep.
And then we also have the newest feature, which I just put in the update, which is called Signal. This means that if you're in like a situation where you don't need VMR, you don't want VMR to come out because you're in an emergency, but it's not like one of those situations where you need them.
Like you're on a sandbank.
Say, yeah, run out of fuel or something like that. Yeah, exactly. Anything like that. There's a feature now where you can click it and you can select a radius of how far you want the notification to send,
Okay.
and it'll send out a notification to anyone with the app downloaded.
Wow.
So if you want to give them a hand, yeah, they can
That's
give them a
awesome.
hand.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Um, Obviously it depends on, like, does it tap into any of the? It doesn't tap into any of the ride groups. It
The
needs
what, sorry?
everybody. It doesn't tap into any of the ride groups that are on social media or anything like that. Like you're talking about how you
Um,
meet, you can tap into ride groups and stuff like that.
yeah.
It doesn't link into any of those kind of setups. It totally relies on everybody being able to work and operate within the app. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you could run events as well. So you can start your own events. If you want to create a group ride, you can also create that
Yeah.
in the app. But yeah, same sort of thing. You just have to. It's all about having the users sort of
So
active
the
on
so
there for it to actually
the
work.
the social media group rides that we've got, like for example, Jetski Adventurers, Jetski Jake. You've got Kevin at Jetski Social Southeast Queensland. These guys can
Yeah.
actually use that app to set up group rides.
Yeah, for sure. And if
Yep.
you wanted to market it even to be like a more like a better event sort of thing, that could easily be done as well from my end
Okay.
to just promote an event a little bit better as well.
Just I don't know if you like. I don't know if there was something that you would have thought about as well. Is that also give for a group ride to be planned? Would that also allow the group organizer to click on a button to notify MSQ, for example?
I'm sure we'd be able to do stuff like that for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Anything regarding safety is what we're trying to sort of focus
Like an
on.
all-in-one kind of package type thing where you can plan it and then you can notify MSQ that you're going to do this
Yeah,
ride, and
yeah, like a
here's
little
and
float
then a
plan sort
little
of thing like
outline
that.
of what the like a brief of what that ride will entail.
Mhm. We used to have something like that. It just wasn't working very well, but we for sure. I'm gonna get in contact, try and get in contact with a few more sort of council and like VMR sort of
Yeah,
things like that.
yeah.
Start to get in contact with them. So yeah, definitely work things out sort
Have
of
you had
along those sort of
conversations
lines.
by any chance with the likes of Kevin Whiteley or Jake Braun or Carol?
Went to Works Racing and I did. They mentioned a few names that were in there.
Yeah,
Yeah, haven't really gotten contact with them
yeah.
heaps.
I'm pretty
But
sure.
yeah, I've noticed who they are. I know who they are for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Like I'm pretty sure Kevin will reach out to you at some point, and Jake will probably do the same. Um.
Yeah,
So, it'd be good to get some, like from a group ride point of view. It'd be really good for them,
yeah,
and obviously good for you if they can a use the app and then give you the feedback that's required, where it can maybe be tweaked or maybe all the bits are in it that are already needed and required. So listen, mate, it sounds really, really promising. Um, but and it's like I'm assuming there's room for enhancing it and making it bigger and better with
for sure. I'm
additional.
100% on the boat with that. This is
Yeah,
only the beginning of it, man. Like I only only launched it 3 weeks ago.
yeah.
So definitely got some work to do. That's right.
So
Yeah,
is the app is it a free download?
100% free download. I've trying not to grab your money as much as I can. So like all your
yeah,
GPS.
no. Obviously, there's going to be
Yeah,
like
yeah,
at the end
yeah.
of the day, Fraser. Like I wouldn't expect someone to put all that time and effort into what seems like a really useful app to not have some kind of return on that.
Yeah.
Like I know that when you're like when it comes to things like coding and hosting and all that kind of stuff, that costs money,
Hmm.
and I can't expect people to pay for that out of their own pocket.
Yeah, for sure.
So like I'm assuming the basic app has certain number of features on it, and then if you want additional features, you subscribe. Would that
Yeah.
be correct? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
so not quite though fully. So how I've done it is like it's almost every single feature is available free, up until a certain point. So you
Yep.
use it to a certain point, and then once that you're at that point, then you have to then pay for it.
Right. Okay.
So but it's pretty reasonable as well. Like we give you like I'm pretty sure it's I think 5 trips, posted, recorded, and stuff like that with the replay.
Okay.
But again, we can always change that around. You get unlimited replays. Yeah, you can post as many times as you want, talk to people, join in all the communities, all for free. Yeah, it's just sort of the things that cost me money over time. I
Yeah.
got to make money
Yeah.
somehow.
Do you know how to code?
I do a little bit, not heaps. It is made with a little bit of AI. I used to code
Mate, I think
back.
a lot of people are using AI. Come on, let's get.
Yeah, yeah. It's crazy though. It is crazy. I had like a little bit of basics just with style sheets, and yeah, just small little bits of code and stuff a while ago. But yeah, I just saw how far sort of AI was coming
Like
along and how
I've got some crazy ideas
yeah,
about things that I think would be pretty good. Some probably not so. Um,
yeah,
but I always get a bit like I can do it in Chat GPT. You get all your bits and pieces, but when it starts telling you how you've got to do it,
mm,
like it's like that's when I get
yeah. You got
lost.
to
I'm
know
like,
where to put
I
the right
like, can
things,
you
what to
tell
use.
me? Can you explain to me how step by step I do this? Um,
Yeah,
I'm assuming you're not doing it all yourself.
no, definitely not all myself. I'm doing the manual steps, like what we said. We don't know where to put it. I'm still doing all that stuff myself, sort of.
Yep.
Still have to decide as well what goes in, what goes out. So definitely keeping the human in the loop, sort of thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't have it like
Have
don't
you
let have free
contracted
reign.
an individual to help you with that, or is it a company or anyone? Because
No,
like,
that's all
mate, once
myself.
we're
It's all
finished
myself
here,
making the
I might
decisions.
tap you up. I might hit you up and say who you using that's helping you because I might pick their brains.
It's myself, bro. You talk to me.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
it's only me.
All right. Okay.
Um, yeah, I'm the only one really sort of involved with this, to be honest.
All right. No
Getting,
problem. Oh
getting
well, I'll
AI.
hit you up later on then. Okay. We'll
Ah,
do
for
that.
sure.
We'll do that later. Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Listen, Fraser, I'm going to let you go. Before you go, I just want to like anybody you've got to thank or anybody you've got to shout out before you head off. I'll give them a shout now.
Yeah, I just think sort of the whole sort of jet ski industry. I feel like they're pretty supportive. I feel like it's a small, pretty tight little group. And I've sort of introduced myself out of nowhere about 3 weeks ago, and yeah, I just already met a lot of people in the
Yep.
industry. They're all close together,
Good.
and yeah, it's just cool to see.
Nice
Sort
one,
of jump
Fraser.
in there. Yeah,
Listen, Fraser. I wish you all the best with the app. I'm gonna give it a good look, and
it is broken right now. I have like
well,
there's a big
obviously,
glitch.
I can't look at it just now.
So yeah,
Then,
I'll let you know tomorrow. Everyone
um,
watching as well, it is broken right now. I made a massive mistake and it was a big fumble. But yeah,
I'm holding
I'll
you
keep
up from
going.
it then. When's the Android version coming out? Do you know?
Yeah, that's another one. I finally got that approved to start the process a couple of days ago, so the process has started.
Right.
It'll take about 14 days.
Is the
So I should
language a
expect
bit? Is the coding language a bit different for that?
it's not the language, it's just the way the Google Play Store approve the apps that go into the
Ah,
like
right. Okay.
stores.
So you've got to get their
Apple,
approval to host it first.
yeah, so the way Apple do it is they just let you chuck it on and then someone from Apple reviews
Got you.
it. The
Got
way
you.
Google do it is you need 14 random people to have the app like downloaded through the test account and stuff like that. It's a
Oh,
big
good.
process. Yeah.
Good God. All right, mate. All the best. See you out on the water, hopefully.
100%, man. We'll see you out there.
All right. Well, cheers, Fraser. Thank you very
Thank you so
much.
much. Have a good one, man.
All right. See
Cheers.
you.
See ya.
Cheers. Wow. What an entrepreneur. Great idea. You know what's great about that is he has just taken the best of everything. He's just taken all the items and the things that we all do in different platforms, and he's just melted it all into one point of contact for everybody to potentially use if they choose to use it. Give it a look. It might not be for you. It may not be for me, but give it a look and give it a try. If you're happy doing what you're doing just now, then that's sorry, 2 seconds. My camera's moving around a bit. You can see the edge of my green screen on occasions there. There we go. Yeah, so give it a go. Have a look. See what you think. It is going global. So please, please, please check it out no matter where you're tuning in from. Good God, I've got a load of comment. Give us 8 viewers, a free year subscription, and we can promote it for you. There you go, 101 marketing. Dimitri. Steve, welcome back, mate. Is it for the dogs too? What, you planning on selling scuba, Steve? Dimitri, I'm going to ask Fraser that question. Give me a second. I'll see if I get an answer. Let's see what it says on that one. Right, okay. Sorry, I didn't. I got that engrossed in speaking to Fraser. I just never looked at the comments, which is my bad, everyone. So I'm trying to make amends here. Right, I've asked him the question. So I'll wait and see. What else do we have? I could probably answer that one for you, Dimitri. Is there an ability to track someone's ride, i.e., a family member being at home using the app to track their loved one? I would say yes, as long as you're using the app. I would say that would be a yes. Ricky, yep, I think it's a great idea. We'll get in on the weekend. Get in on the weekend. Keep up the great work. Yep, only scratching the surface. Loads of add-ons that could be done. Definitely, Dimitri. Just note down the freebie one. Fraser, some people were wanting a freebie. I tell you what I could maybe do. Fraser, have this. Think about this one for you, Fraser. I have my annual Christmas giveaway. Now we're talking a little bit away yet, but it's usually around about the first week in mid December. I usually have it around about second week or the second Wednesday in December, and then a shutdown for the new year. Fraser, have a think about this one. If you fancy providing a subscription, a one rider subscription as a Christmas giveaway, have a think about that one and let me know. All right. And we'll put that out there as a prize, hopefully, as part of the Christmas giveaway. Okay, right. That's pretty much that one. Okay, so now let's move on. Shout outs. All right, I'll get rid of that one. Don't need that one. All right, Jetski Racing New Zealand. Dave Venables, obviously, he's tuning in. He's from New Zealand, and he was racing at the weekend. And there are your race winners. R2 class, R3 class, S1, S3. The S classes are the stand-ups and the R's classes are the runabouts. And Darrell Henderson taking out first. Richard Kemp. Is that this R2's a stock, if I remember correctly? Dave, I'll never rig the draw. I'll have the app myself anyway. So, yeah, so Darrell Henderson took the first. Richard Kemp got second. Connor Brink took the third. R3, which I think was the. Is that the naturally aspirated, Dave? Matt Anier, Dave Vennell was second, and Noah's sister, Summer Skips, got third place. Well done to all involved there, especially Summer. I believe that was her first race event, so congratulations there, Summer. S1, stand-ups, Gabriel Dunningham, Brendan Smith second, Michael Braun third. S3 class, Alan Cameron, I took a memory blank there. Jordan Dunningham, Leon Jacobs taking third. So congratulations to everyone involved there. It looked cold, it looked choppy, it looked bumpy and lumpy. So well done to everyone that took part in it. Noah, unfortunately, can't race at the moment, so he wasn't in it. He's busted up his knee playing football. And yeah, unfortunate injury. And it's actually ruled him out from racing over in the USA in the IHRA series. And he was sitting in a pretty good spot. I think he was third overall, with the final round to go. And unfortunately, the injury has just torpedoed. N3 isn't actually aspirated. Right, okay, cool. All right, so there we go. That's New Zealand. Let's go Victoria. Get rid of Fraser's phone call. Now, unfortunately, the guys of the team, the Victorian Jetski Club, they have cancelled the 29th and 30th of August event. Not enough numbers. 6 riders is not enough. And yeah, it doesn't justify the expense and the time and the effort that's put into it. So unfortunately, they've canned that one and roll on to round 2. Hopefully, they can fare better. September the 26th and 27th at Kangaroo Lake. Okay, so a little bit of notice on that one. Get yourself in there, endurance racing. All right, September, end of September, last weekend, September, Kangaroo Lake, Victoria. All right, now that's there. QPWC, they had their racing, their state titles at the weekend there. And let's just go and have a look at the winners and the winners in there. You could argue it was a bit of a slim class or slim entries, but I think it fared out pretty. It kind of worked out pretty well. There's 3 and 4 racers deep. I think that's a fair competition. Obviously, naturally aspirated. Dan got the benefit of that one. He only one that wanted to take part in the enduro, so obviously he got first place in that one. The stock enduro, Bailey Cunningham got first place there. Young Caleb sorry, and he took out second place. Now I interviewed Caleb in the Junior Rec Lights earlier this year at the Nationals down at Elabina. So, wow, he's come on leaps and bounds. So, Phil Ern took out third place, and that's in the stock class. The Endurance Open class, Bailey was obviously on the same ski and took out, he was in the open, entered in the open class. He took out first place in that, and Scotty Phillips took out second place in the Endurance Open. Let's go to the Rec Lights. Caleb, congratulations, mate, winning the Rec Lights overall. Jai Hunter in second place. Stacey Ryan got third place, well done. And Brock Bennett got fourth. The 1100 Opens, Josh Hearn, Jai Hunter and Brock Bennett first, second and third. Naturally aspirated, we've got Dan Colbert again taking first. Ray Bennett, Blake Bennett taking second and third, respectively. Max Butley taking out the amateur stock. Thomas Elcock got second. Josh Hearn taking third. The Pro experienced stock. Ollie Hutchby, all the way over from New Zealand as part of 8-1 Racing, took out first place. Ben Mountford got second. Nick Burns took out third. Josh Hearns fourth place. And the Pro Expert Open. First was Bailey. Nick Burns got second place. So congratulations to everyone that took part in that. And it did look cold. Another shout out as well to another shout out to 8-1 Racing and everybody that helped out, from 8-1 Racing, from the guys that came up from New South Wales, the rescue crew, Jamie, Dave, the girls on the scoring from New South Wales. You know who you are. Kylie, well done. Everybody that came up helped make it a success. Bailey's just commented, best racing I've seen in Oz all year, with everyone that arrived for every class. That's great words, Bailey. Nice one. That's great to hear. Okay, so now 2 seconds. Not quite finished there. All right, now just so people for a little bit crystal clear, there are things happening in the next couple of weeks that with the QPWC, which will be coming up. Okay, so there's obviously needs, there's been a lot of discussions over the months about possibly making changes and all that kind of stuff. Watch this space. Something will change. It is your opportunity to step in and step up. If you don't stand and complain about things not happening or this not happening every year or whatever, you're now being given an opportunity to step up. Now, the only way you're going to be able to step up is making sure you're a club member of the QPWC. Okay, so for example, in the next couple of weeks, we're letting the competition lie just now. Just had the competition. Things have all been nice and calm. Everybody's enjoying what was a great weekend of racing by all accounts. There will be nominations being put out for those that want to step into positions within the QPWC. Then after that, there will be an AGM, or there'll be a meeting called, which will then decide the future of the club. Okay, so it's in your court. But the only way you can nominate yourself and the only way you can vote is you have to be a club member. Okay, fully paid up member. All right, it's the only way you can do it. So if you're going to do it and you want to step up, get your membership paid now. Don't cry foul after the fact and say, oh, I can't, why can I not do it? Why can I not do this? And why can I not do that? That's the way the clubs run. That's the way all clubs run. Okay? So you've got to be a member. You have to be a member to vote. Yeah? Be in it to win it. Simple. Okay? So next couple of weeks, nominations will be going out. There'll be a 30-day grace period. Okay? And then they'll be closed. All right, so you've got 30 days to nominate yourself or someone else. Okay, then when the meeting comes around, we'll have the meeting after the 30-day period, and it will be decided who is to be carried, who's to be seconded and backed as an official, and who's officially endorsed to stand for a position, and then we'll go forward to doing to those positions being voted on. Okay. Pretty straightforward. It's all standard stuff, but don't leave it to the last minute and then expect to be able to vote when you're not a member. Okay? Simple. Okay. Right. Don't bother. Don't bother, Daz. I don't want to do it. I've made it clear from the start. I don't want to be in that realm. I don't want to be in that realm. I'm happy doing what I do just now. Okay? Nobody put my name forward for anything. Okay, don't put my name forward. I'm happy to keep doing this kind of promotional stuff, not just with the QPWC, but for anything or any club or environment that I'm involved with. For example, the Redlands Victoria Point Sharks AFL club at the weekend. I streamed that live. Fantastic weekend. Absolutely loved the day. For 4 games for the club, it was 5 games in total. All preliminary finals at the Victoria Park, at Total Workwear Park in Vicky Point. I've never enjoyed such a sporting environment, with the exception of SCX, to be honest. It was a great week, great days footy, some great results, and yeah, I'm happy. That's my happy place. That's my happy place. I don't want to get involved in the politics. Okay, I've said that on behalf of Jamie and on behalf of Dave, I'll preside over this process. That's it. That's my only involvement in it. Okay, and I'll continue as long as anybody wants me to. Whoever's doing it, I'm happy to continue doing for. I'm happy to continue doing the promotional stuff, the kind of posting social medias and little videos and this and all that. You know what I'm like. That's the kind of stuff. That's my happy space. That's where I'm at my happiest. Okay, so watch this space. Everything will be going up in the next couple of weeks. Then it will go to a 30-day grace period, and then there'll be a date set for the vote of all the positions to be filled. Those positions will also be posted up when expressions of interest for nominations goes up, and then it's up to you guys to decide what you want to do. Either you want to step up or you don't want to step up. If you don't want to step up, that's fine, but don't stand at the sidelines and bark responses about do this, do that. You've had your chance, okay? But remember, be a member of the QPWC to ensure that you can vote and to ensure that you can nominate yourself for a position. Okay, thank you. All right, now that's that. We're going rec now. Fraser's still there because he's popped up. All right, so Jetski Social, Northern Ireland. This is not the Southeast Queensland version. I'll come to that one in a second. The boys were out of the weekend, or some of the boys were. Taking a little run down the coast. Didn't look too bad. Let's have a wee look at that. Let's turn the volume up. I better get the volume down. I better get the volume off actually, because I'll get shut down. Yeah, that's what happens. I get shut down when something like that plays. Okay, so there's one. That's around the coast of Northern Ireland. Not a bad looking day. Not to be fooled though. I can guarantee you that water will be cold. So there you go. Some of the caves and the inlets around the coastline of Ireland. Scotland's like that as well. Very much like that. So there you go. And a bit more in the open water. That's nice and oh, look at that. Nice and calm. Lovely. So there you go. That's the boys over in Northern Ireland having a little run out. Nice work, guys. Brian McKay. He was out with a few of the boys. So nice work, boys. Let's get rid of that. All right, now we have this here is, now let me just see. There is a ride coming up. There's Fraser's post. Plugging it. 29th of August, this coming Saturday, there is a ride. Kyle has organised a ride out of Raby Bay, and 8:15 a.m. Heading over to the Rex, lunch at the Gutter Bar, and then head on back. Take an extra 20 litres of fuel. Yes, definitely. Gives you room to wiggle, and then you don't have to worry about watching the dial all the time and potentially running out of fuel. So, and at the end of the day, if you manage on one tank, great, but you've got the extra bit of fuel, and if someone else comes unstuck, you can help them out. Okay, So there's one ride for you. Hit up Kyle. Go to the Jetski family. Page is there. The ride is there. I think it's set up as an event. I'm not entirely sure. But that's one for you to look out for. Go and tag along. Now, Jake's looking for 10 riders that he wants that are confident and keen to gain knowledge to train up. Now, I wouldn't necessarily go as far as say training is required, but more of a heads up on the systems in place that Jake uses, how they conduct their runs, their rides, and yeah, I think it's just more about awareness of how they operate their rides, so there's consistency across all the rides. Okay, and there's no difference in how each ride is conducted within the group, which is fair. It's fair enough. So I guess there's a certain standard, a certain expectation. Jake wants to ensure that that consistency is kind of applied across the board when it comes to any rides that are under the Jetski Jake or the Jetski family banner. Okay, so if it's something you're interested in and you're keen to do it, hit him up, Jake Braun. Hit him up and see what's involved. Okay. Now, Kevin, what have I done? Gone a bit too far there. Hang on. Wrong one. I've closed the page. That's why. Hold the. What a donkey. Right. I've accidentally double clicked. There he is. All right. Now, we'll come to Yamaha in a second. All right. Now, the boys here have been out. They have been out and about. Kevin's doing regular rides with Devin Long and the guys at Trident Jetski. So they're on the GOCoast, but they also operate out of Monterey, just on the eastern side of the Gateway Bridge. So check them out as well. They've got some good plans. If you're not interested in buying a jet ski, you can kind of you pay a monthly fee, and you can basically just book one out when you need it, and then you just hand it back when you're done. Obviously, you've got to put the fuel in it when you hand it back, and then it's just to ride. Now, they do group rides as well, which is what Kevin's doing. So, yeah, go check them out. Trident Jetski, GOCoast, and Brisbane. All right. That's them. If there's any group rides, I don't think there's not much. They have been a bit quiet with some of the rides. They've done rides, but they haven't put a lot of promotion stuff. Usually there's a video goes up that says we're going out. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's them. All right, so here we go. Yamaha. What's everybody's take on it? Let's just play this one. Let's just play it first. So there you go. What do you make of it? Adam, you may well have went out last weekend, mate, but if there's no pictures, it never happened. If there's no video, it never happened. Just saying. Okay. What do you make of Yamaha? Now we've got your people who are your Sea-Doo aficionados, your Yamaha people, your Kawasaki's. Um, like I can't fault. Like I'm obviously like for people that know me, I ride my Kawasaki 310 LXS. I can't complain about it. It's a great machine for me. I love it. I enjoy it. Would I get the same enjoyment probably if I was riding a Sea-Doo, or the same enjoyment if I was riding a Yamaha? Yeah, probably would. Yeah, most likely would. But it's more about you know, you stick with a brand. It's like Ford. It's like General Motors. It's just it is what it is. You know, people stick to what they know. Um, the range for the Sea-Doos, there's some good ones. The 350 upgrade on the engine for the RXP and the RXTX is just like boom. You know, you've got power. And then that Senna model is just out of this world. It just looked beautiful. What was the other one? Spark Tricks. They've gone up, man. They've upgraded that a little bit as well to a 110. So, but like it's been pointed out to me that most people that are riding the current Spark Tricks have upgraded. You know, they've done all the mods and they're getting the same performance as they would out of the 1100, the 110 anyway. So, was there even a need for it? Sea-Doo believed that people were asking for it to be faster. They delivered on that. People will probably modify that to get that a little bit faster. Um, but as far as Yamaha is concerned, we're on to this week's launch. They've just launched it in the beginning of the week. What do they look like? They look great. I'll be honest with you. They do look good. The colours, they're nothing spectacular. The Crosswave, I could see that catching on for all the fishers, you know, the people that fish. And if you're taking your kid as a safe platform for to walk around on, if you've got a young person with you, I can just see that catching on quite well. The Superjet, it's a Superjet. White, blue, doesn't matter. It's a Superjet. Okay. I guess the big one was the Wave Blaster that's came out, and they brought that one back. I don't have a picture of it, unfortunately. Let's see. Sorry, my bad. Let me see if I can find the Wave Blaster. That's a Jet Blaster. I think we're going back a bit here. Let me have a look and see if I can find it. What's going on? Right. All right. So Spark needs Spark needs 110 kilometers an hour to meet the dream. Oh, geez. Okay, fair enough. Right, hold on. What's going on? I'll tell you what. I'll come out of that. Let's go. Let's fire. Let's call it up here. And we'll get the. We'll see if we can get a picture here. It's playing up again. Bloody hell. I'll come back to that. I'll come back to that one. So like, we're not getting anywhere with that at the moment. So so to come back to Fraser's app, this is the logo that you're looking for. So that's the logo you're looking for on iPhone or on iPhone. So iOS, sorry. It's due to come out on Android, but as Fraser had alluded, it takes time. It takes longer. So let's see what I've got. I've got that. I'm getting rid of that. So that's Fraser's app. Let's see. Oh, I might find it in here actually. So this is Joshua Dowland's Watercraft Zone. Okay, he regularly does news updates. He's a journalist, does a fantastic job. I've had Joshua on a couple of times. I was planning to get him on before he hopped on a plane, headed over to the Sea-Doo launch. But Australia isn't getting the full range of the Yamaha 27 range, so it's going to be interesting to see what there's the Wave Blaster. Now it's not confirmed for Australia whether any models are going to come to Australia or New Zealand. It's not, hasn't been confirmed. If there's a sufficient interest in it, it may well happen, but I believe similar to the Senna model Sea-Doo, there's only a limited number. Now, I did read somewhere that there might only be 400 of these, but I would think it's a bit. Is it worth making if you're only going to do 400 of them? Given that, yeah, you can make a limited edition Senna ski with 1991 models, and that's it. But when you add in the fact that there's got specific features on that particular model, you understand the justification for it. It is a bit of a collector's item. I would think it would make sense. I could see that being a real play toy for anybody that likes to throw a ski around. There's no sponsons on it. It's just an absolute slide fest and slash and cut through the water, and yeah, I could just see a lot of people wanting to have a go on it. So it'll be interesting to see how that one goes. Now, next up, the only ones left really are Kawasaki. Kawasaki have already launched all their other bikes, their ATVs. Jet skis are the only ones to come. That won't be until about usually tail end of September, early October. Wait and see. There is speculation about certain models coming back and being replaced and changed, and one of the things I can allude, with the exception of the 1500 stand up, there will be a runabout with potentially a fuel dock on the bonnet. I think that's a definite. So as to how many models will feature that, I don't know. Who knows? I did hear rumblings of potentially a souped up ski as well. It's all going to be on the STF, STX, no, STF, sorry. I always get that mixed up. It's going to be on that, based on that model. I heard somebody say something about potentially a 310. I don't know how true that would be. Probably insane if it came true, but we'll just have to wait and see. Okay. So that's going to be September, October before that happens. So don't expect any fanfare on that one. It's Kawasaki jet skis. They'd keep everything a bit more low key. They don't have the share of the market the way that Sea-Doo does and the way that Yamaha does. So they tend to operate a little bit more low key when it comes to their jet skis. Okay. So it's always worth looking. It's always worth checking them out. Like, I can't fault mine. They're great in the chop, absolutely fantastic in the rough, and they're robust. Okay, people will say they do this and do that. Mate, guys, everybody that rides a ski knows that it doesn't matter what model you've got. There's usually something can go wrong with any of the models. Okay, it's down to how well you maintain it and luck. Okay, so that's me. All right, guys, that's it for this week. Next week, I don't know if they're still watching. Next week, I have Pink Lady Racer from the UK, Roxy Tyler, on the show. She's coming on as my official guest. I'm looking forward to a one-on-one with Roxy. She's in the hunt to secure her UK title on the Rec Lights. So all to race for yet, and I think it's one final weekend round to secure that spot and that winner's podium. But we'll get Roxy on. We can chat about it, dig a bit more. She was on before. She came on with 8-1 Racing when we actually launched 8-1, the Pink Ladies Initiative. And yeah, we've got more of Roxy coming on, and I've got a vested interest. I've sponsored Roxy under the Pink Ladies Initiative. You should go check it out. Go to 8-1 Racing. The links are all there. You can donate. You can buy raffle tickets. There's prizes up for grabs. And yeah, definitely head over to 8-1 Racing. Go check out Roxy as well on Instagram or her Facebook page and see how she's getting on. And make a donation on her behalf. And yeah, that's it. Okay, so that's next week. Until next weekend, guys, I'm going to leave you with a video. This is from my neck of the woods, all right? And it's a little bit of an older, you can tell it's a little bit of an older video. It's older modelled Sea-Doos. And yeah, it's not bygone area. It's just people riding second-hand skis. But it's still a decent age for the video. I'd like to know where you get your Monster Munch and your hula hoops, Daz. Got a few local places up my way where I get them. So, yeah, until next week, I'm going to leave you with that particular video. All right. Until then, whatever you happen to be up to over the weekend, take care. Look after each other. Be respectful. And enjoy the waters or enjoy time with the family, whatever you're doing. Until next weekend, take care. Stay safe. Thank you.